Welcome to another episode, everyone. This Boosie and Dawgface beef is turning deadly for real. Check this out.
The Boosie and Dawgface beef got potential to start a deadly war between Detroit and Louisiana.
Detroit and Louisiana. This Boosie and Dawgface beef has the potential to start a deadly war between Detroit and Louisiana. Really? Whole states are about to get into it over these individuals, over what they got going. They're arguing over Vlad TV and Boosie not taking the money with Vlad and this and that. They're going back and forth, and now it's getting deeper. They're arguing on the internet, Boosie and Dawgface, and it's going to start a war? Jeez.
Take y'all back 2 years ago to how the beef started. Then I'm going to show y'all how the intense back and forth transpired 3 days ago. Make sure y'all smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Music 101, Street Report, and I'm back with another video. Let's get into it.
Shout out to Music 101. This is Music 101, as you just heard. Shout out to Music 101.
Dawgface is a YouTuber / podcaster from Detroit. And 2 years ago, he sent shots at Boosie for selective politicking. He called out all the street guys for snitching. But when QCP was exposed and admitted to snitching, Boosie never said nothing. Dawgface also spoke on Boosie not having enough muscle to beef with Rollo. Wait, this video is sponsored by Free Cash, the app that's literally paying people to play games. All you gotta do is scan the QR code on the screen right now, or click the link pinned in the comment section. You got your phone in your hand all day anyway. Why not play games?
You know, you commented on Boosie selecting or, picking sides on, on snitching, man.
I fuck with his music, bro.
Right.
And I followed his career, you know what I'm saying, up until the point where he got locked up, and when he came home, I supported his wave and what he stood for, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying. It was what it was. If you a hood nigga, you a Boosie fan, you know, because he talked that shit all the way up to the point that he got in that motherfucking interview and took the low road out, you hear me? It was what it was.
Now, did that take his gangster card?
Oh, so I'm gonna leave that to the Republican side. You had everything to say about every case that came up, sitting down with Vlad, every situation that came up, when Vlad asked him about a rapper or some type of entertainment personality who got called up in where they put him in a situation where they told him off, from the Boston Richies to the Gunners, the whole thug situation with the YSL people, you know what I'm saying? The people who may have told on that situation, Terrence Gangster Williams, the 6ix9ines, he had something, the Spinal Golems, he had something to say about all that, you know what I'm saying? And he also had something to say about people who were in support or couldn't see that what they was doing was wrong. He had something to say about that as well. So, you know, yeah, nigga, once you break bad, you break bad.
Yeah.
I'm like the Pelicans had that, because according to the same rules that he was applying to, in terms of when he called them boys rats, same rules apply. You can't just, pick and choose when you want to keep a G or not.
Y'all remember when All-Star JR got arrested for shooting Ben 10?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it just didn't come up that he didn't call this other dude a rat. Unless it came up and Boosie just downplayed it or didn't speak on it with the same fervor that he's spoken on other individuals who were accused of being rats. Other than that, I'm not so sure. But perhaps he should have brought it up, particularly if you brought up everyone else that has been involved with snitching one way or another, and you're sullying up their name, then, yeah, no one wants you picking and choosing and not bringing up other individuals' name who were involved in the same thing.
In the Houston
altercation originally, and it appears what they were doing was trying to take his chain.
And these posts was made by Boosie's account. And when Boosie was called out about it, first he said,
"Hey, all in the D, bro. I don't know how that shit got on there. I was fishing. My phones was in my motherfucking back pocket. As you can see, ain't no typing on that. I saw this when I got my phone. I deleted that shit. I'm not getting no mix, man. I'm a real. I don't get no mix, bro. Like, so to all in the D, bro, like that wasn't intentional, man. I had my phones in my back pocket. I ain't chasing for no, man."
Once he deleted it and the messages came back, he said,
"Bro, somebody has hacked into my Instagram, bro. They keep putting the same post back up after I've been deleted it about the Detroit shit. I thought about me fishing, sitting on my phone and shit, did that, but that's somebody that hacked into my shit, bro.
Dawgface commented and said, "Hey, Detroit, look at y'all man Boosie celebrating the fact that All-Star JR got snatched up by the feds. I've been telling y'all for years that this wigger old." And 3 days ago, Dawgface posted messages between him and Boosie after reposting the clip of him speaking on the Boosie and Vlad situation.
Boosie asked for a $5,000 bump in his overall pay for what he was getting. That would have put him at 20, 30,000. He's already getting 25,000 per interview. Yeah. Boosie's not getting 25,000 for a show. You're getting 25,000 to have a seat in a chair for no more than 2 hours and having a conversation. And then you have to understand what's going on with Boosie. Boosie is in the twilight of his career. More people, more YNs know Boosie for his interviews with Vlad. They do him for music. Boosie ain't had a hit record how long? Right? So being on Vlad, it kept Boosie current and kept him relevant. It all started because of the whole 6ix9ine thing. When he heard that 6ix9ine received $50,000 for an interview, what he said to himself is, "Oh, how the pay a rat? Who's a Mexican on top of that? More you paying me, and I'm a legendary figure. I'm a legendary hip hop icon." That's what drove him to have that conversation, trying to renegotiate his pay. So he was pocket watching, simple as that. He was just mad because he felt like the 6ix9ine is a snitch. The 6ix9ine should get paid more than him. He felt like his net worth, he felt like his net value to the overall equation was higher than 6ix9ine. And what?
Boosie responded to the clip.
Well, so I mean, Dawgface, that was Dawgface there. Apparently, he has a lot of inside information saying that Boosie was motivated by 6ix9ine receiving $50,000. Boosie is receiving $25,000 for each Vlad interview. All of that was, of course, eventually exposed. 6ix9ine said, Dawgface says that Boosie was pocket watching 6ix9ine, seeing that he get paid 50, and so he wanted a 5,000 increase to take him to from 25 to 30. According to Dawgface, Boosie's career is on a steep decline. He's no longer necessarily a relevant figure. When was the last time he had a hit record, he says. So he's getting more money for these interviews than he is for doing a show. I don't know about that. Those entertainers typically clean up when they do tours.
Said, "I don't need a podcast to eat, unlike y'all wiggers. 25K 6 times a year. I made that 8 weekends in a row. I pissed 25K. Dawgface responded and said, "At Boosie, well, I said what I said. Now go sit your A in the corner." Boosie responded and said, "I ain't pocket watching nobody, bro. I don't care what nobody got at all. I'm doing me as always have did me. You think I'm worried about making 25K 6 times a year? You must don't know me. I make that in a weekend. Matter of fact, I just made over 130K 7 weekends straight and $1 million on Boosie Bash in one night, laughing out loud. I pissed 25K. Wigger, I throw a dice game at my estates 6 times a month and cut 20K every game. Wigger, I don't need a podcast. I got money coming in 8 different ways. Chips, movies, music, 4 shows a week. Wigger, I spent 100K on a film that made $4 million. Wigger, I'm never pocket watching. I'm like that. I just know my worth. But I don't need a podcast to eat like y'all wiggers. Podcasts need me. I'm living." Dawgface responded and said,
"Woo!" Boosie say he throwing 6 dice games at his estate, not his house, but at his estate a month, and cutting $20,000 with each dice game a month alone. Wow! And that he's doing a Vlad interview 6 times a year, that's 150,000 at 25K each time. He said he doesn't care about that. As you heard him, he pisses $25,000 that he just made $130,000 8 weekends straight or something, and made $1 million in one night with the Boosie Bash. Dawgface responded and said, "Ninja, stop the capping. You know you missed that quarter roll every 2 to 3 months for Vlad. Next time, keep your eyes on your own pocketbook. You know you missed that quarter roll. You know you missed that 25,000 every 2 to 3 months for Vlad." I don't know. Boosie said he ain't missing it at all. He don't need that podcast money that y'all needed.
"We're gonna stop the capping. You know you missed
I certainly do.
that quarter roll every 2-3 months from Vlad. Next time, keep your eyes on your own pocketbook. Boosie responded and said, nah, Wigga, you need Vlad, not me. That's how y'all make y'all living. 25K ain't no money, my Wigga. Well, not to me. It take you 10 interviews to get 25K. That's why you think it's a big deal. What you getting? 2,500 an interview? You the one should be asking for a raise. You better get another hustle. It's plenty out here, and you got good content. Stop letting these wiggers pay you crumbs. You want the fame or the money? Dawgface responded and said, nah, hold up, player. What type of E you smoking? Must be that moon rock that got you tripping. I'm loaded around this beat. You need to say sorry to Vlad, and maybe I could put in a good word for you. But you ain't getting 25K no more. You're worth about 7,500. Boosie responded and said,
oh my God. Boy, is everybody going back and forth on the internet? Is everybody beefing? I mean, they going, now you said, Boosie said, I mean, they going back and forth on Instagram. Post after post, attacking one another, talking about each other's money. Dawgface said, no, I'm loaded, biatch. He's loaded with bread. He said he's not getting 2,500 in an interview. He's loaded. Certainly not getting 25,000 like Boosie was getting, but nevertheless, he says that he's flushed with cash. And of course, Boosie just detailed all of the money that he's making. He said he gets money from at least 8 different enterprises, that he's not hurting at all and doesn't need the Vlad TV money. Boosie responded again, I just told you I pitched 25K, 4 laughing emojis. And I just saw a clip you said, Ninja's trying to get you locked up. Ninja's sending ish to your wife. Ninja's doing all kind of ussy ish to knock you off your pivot. Make sure it's worth it. All money ain't good, especially when it's crumbs. You supposed to be an OG. You should know that. And bro, I just made $1 million in one night off one show. You think I give a visa about 25K? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 laughing emojis. I'm not missing that ish at all, Brody. You see who keep bringing it up? Vlad, not me. 2 laughing emojis. That's shopping money, my ninja. I just told you. We cut that in dice games 8 times a month on 6s and 8s. 4 laughing emojis. Your city know who I eat. I'm getting 80K to come to Detroit next month and 25 for that after party. I'm him. He getting 25 for an after party, 80K to come to your city, Dawgface, to come to Detroit. Then he adds it up, 105K. And that's one night. That weekend, you do the math. And I don't got a manager. I get everything. I don't have a manager, he says. I get everything. I keep all my money. Dawgface responds, nah, I heard what you said, player. That's good bread. But you know you done effed up by turning that quarter roll down because you was pocket peeping 6'9". Do you want to come back? I got Vlad on speed. I'm sure he meant to say dial. Say the word and I'll call him for you right now. So Dawgface is antagonizing and agitating Boosie, but Boosie is doing the same thing. They're aggravating and frustrating one another. I don't know. Boosie feels the need to let Dawgface know not necessarily how much money he has, but how much money he's making. So he's certainly irritated.
Said, I told you I pissed 25K. And I just saw a clip. You said Wigga's trying to get you locked up. Wigga's sending it to your wife. Wigga's doing all kind of ussy it to you to knock you off your pivot. Make sure it's worth it. All money ain't money good, especially when it's crumbs. You supposed to be an OG. You should know that. And bro, I just made $1 million in one night off one show. You think I give a fuck about 25K? I'm not missing that 8 at all, Brody. You see who keep bringing it up? Vlad, not me. That's shopping money, my Wigga. I just told you. We cut that in dice games 8 times a month on 6 and 8. Your city know how I eat. I'm getting 80K to come to Detroit next month and 25 for that after party. I'm him, 105K. And that's one night, that weekend. You do the math. And I don't got a manager. I get everything. Dawgface responded and said, nah, I heard what you said, player. That's good bread. But you know you done ucked up by turning the quarter roll down because you was pocket watching 6ix9ine. Do you want to come back? I got Vlad on speed dial. Say the word and I'll call him for you right now. Laughing emoji. Boosie responded and said, nah, I'm straight, bro. I don't up with dude no more, bro. I'm good. I'm not one who would do anything for money. I stand for something, bro. I was raised different. Dawgface responded and said, I ain't forgot that little it you tried to pull on All-Star JR either. It's all good, my wiggle. But let me tell you something now. I got your attention. You a legend. Stand on that legend and hold the crown properly. You got millions of young black boys who look up to you because they don't got no daddy or real OGs. You got a responsibility to more than just the hatch. Boosie responded and said, somebody hacked my page and that's how that shit went in the comments. Think you got motherfuckers trying to take you down and you're not even close to my level. They told me you was trying to start some Louisiana and Detroit it. Guess it ain't work. 100. Fire emoji. That shit ain't gonna work on me. Try that it with someone else. Good try though. Dawgface responded and said, use your influence for more than trying to check a bag. Boosie responded and said, well, I talk to juvenile facilities every week, group homes and all kind of it. You just don't know it, I do. It ain't no mistake why I'm loved like this. You just don't know if you think I'm just about checking the bag. You just don't know how many woogers I look at who bitches with money. Money don't make me respect no one. Dawgface responded and said, you trying to talk slick when I'm trying to be civil? Don't make me mad. Do more, wiggle. Your music is responsible for a lot of deaths and destruction.
Do more. The man just told you he do all kind of stuff. Dawgface responded and said, you trying to talk slick? And I'm trying to be civil? Don't make me mad. Do more. Oh, man. Do more, Ninja. Your music is responsible for a lot of death and destruction in hoods across America. Wow. You can't do enough correcting your wrong, you effing Baton Rouge satanic demon. Wow. You're just like Ben 10. You can't see the error of your ways. Whoa. So Dawgface, he was no longer being necessarily nice right there with that response. The rest of the response is just talking about money and Vlad TV and that he wants to come back and I can call Vlad for you. This one right here, he called him a satanic demon. You effing Baton Rouge satanic demon. You're just like Ben 10. Wow. Your music is responsible for a lot of death and destruction in hoods across America. Oh, wow.
In the hood across America. You can't do enough correcting your wrongs, you ucking Baton Rouge satanic demon. You're just like Ben 10. You can't see the error of your ways. Do the Ben 10. Boosie responded and said, effing podcast ass clown, laughing out loud. Stop bringing Ben 10 and JR in our conversation. Detroit don't F with you like that, no way. You from Pontiac. We're talking about a demon. Clown, you don't even go to church. Dawgface responded and said, let me explain something to you. You saying Detroit don't F with Pontiac is like saying New Orleans don't F with Baton Rouge. It takes more than an hour to get from Baton Rouge to the NO. It takes less than 20 minutes to get from the Yak to the D. And even though the Yak is smaller than the D, you will still get your fired up just as quick. You better do your research before your driver reroute your next visit. I done had your exact location every time you done been in Detroit, Wiggle. The only reason why you've been allowed to leave untouched is because your relationship with R from DD. Don't make me forget me and him are friends. And let's just say Boosie didn't take that lightly. So after Dawgface told Boosie,
he said Boosie done blocked me. After all that back and forth they had going on, and Boosie finally blocked him again. After that last one, yeah, it was progressively worse. Those posts, they were getting worse and worse. I thought the one before that last one was going to end up being the worst one when he said that Boosie was a satanic demon. But no, he came back and said that don't get it twisted. he's had his location every time he's come to Detroit. And the only reason he's made it out of Detroit is because of such and such and such and such. So he took it to another level, essentially threatening him, slyly even, at least, saying that I've had your location every time. I can get to you anytime I want. I've had your location every time you come out here to Detroit. You talking about you coming out here next week to get 105 racks? Okay, I'll know where you at. It's my city. Yeah.
He have his location every time he in the city, and the only reason he good because his relationship with R from DD, Boosie blocked him, and maybe he blocked him because he know it's true. But my question to y'all is Boosie safe in Detroit? And will this back and forth start a Louisiana and Detroit war like Boosie claimed Dawgface trying to do? Y'all get in the comments.
Good question. Yeah, let me know in the comments as well. That's music again, one-on-one. Shout out to that brother. Good video, man. Good content. And they got it going on now because it seems to be getting a little bit deeper between the two. First, it was just, as we seen, them going back and forth about who's getting what on Vlad TV or whatever interview or what have you. Then it turned into being called out of your name and a satanic demon and etc. And that turned into I've had your location every time you've been out here. I can get your location again, is essentially what that means. And Boosie has accused Dawgface of trying to start a beef between Detroit and Louisiana. But if Dawgface is from Pontiac and all of this, I don't see how he has all of this respect over there where he can just start a war. And with this internet beef, this back and forth over Vlad TV and how much money these individuals are making, actually start a war, even though clearly we saw that the beef between these two individuals, Dawgface and Boosie, started a couple of years ago when Boosie didn't call out whomever for being a snitch after having called out everyone else that has been accused of snitching. We see Dawgface call that out. This is where it started. It just reignited apparently recently with the acrimony between Boosie and Vlad TV, and Boosie not going back on there to get that $25K. And Dawgface saying what he had to say, which was that Boosie was pocket watching 6ix9ine, the rapper 6ix9ine, found out that he made $50,000 an interview, and that's when he started tripping, saying that he wanted, another 5,000. At least he didn't say he wanted 50. He said he wanted another 5,000. Dawgface said he's only relevant because of the Vlad TV interviews. I don't know about that. But maybe because of my age, Boosie is still relevant to me. Maybe to some 25-year-olds or 22-year-olds or whatever. Perhaps he's not. I'm not sure, Let me know what you think in the comments. These individuals were clearly going back and forth. Looks like Boosie blocked them. At least that's the last word. Don't know if he's still blocked or what's going on there. But Boosie ended up shutting it down and blocking them apparently. Stay safe and stay free, people.